One day after unveiling a big deficit, the finance minister went before a committee of MPs and promised to make it even bigger.
We believe that fiscal investments are the right way to go.
Based on Liberal election promises, Morneau could take the country an additional $10 billion into the red.
You're eroding the surplus that was handed to you by a Conservative government.
The Conservatives say the fast-growing deficit is bad for Canada, even worse for Morneau's reputation.
Do you have those numbers right, Minister? Because so far, we have not seen any kind of consistency in terms of getting the predictions correct.
We are committed to balancing the budget. I want to move on to say that our first priority is to make investments in Canadians and in Canada.
The NDP suggested Morneau was making things look worse than they really are by tucking a $6 billion contingency reserve into the deficit to inflate it and use that as an excuse to get out of some promises.
I think one can't really help but think that some of it is actually used to mollify public opinion, so that will decrease expectations compared to the expectations that were raised during, for example, the electoral campaign.
But rather than seeking to lower expectations, the finance minister vowed to deliver.
We couldn't have been more clear, and we intend on moving forward with investments to make a real and sustained difference in Canadians' lives.
Morneau says cutting spending or raising taxes to balance the budget will simply push the country into recession, and that he'd rather borrow to help people right now. On that note, the federal government is sending $250 million to Alberta to help that province deal with slumping oil prices. Newfoundland and Labrador will be looking for similar help later this spring. David Cochran, CBC News, Ottawa.